So what do we do if we switch to a different time signature that has a different beat value? It works exactly the same as before when we were discussing just beat and divisions in an earlier video. For this 441, I'm calling the quarter note beat, the eighth note is the division, and the 16th is the subdivision. And so our counting works out 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and. So this becomes 1, 2 and a 3, a 4. If I switch now to the half note as the beat, my bucket value has now become a half note rather than a quarter note. So I just translate all of these values to the next level, which means here all of these are going to move up a level. My half note is now beat, my quarter note is now division, and my eighth note is the subdivision. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and has now just shifted. So in writing it out, a quarter note becomes a half, an eighth becomes a quarter, a 16th becomes an eighth, a dotted eighth becomes a dotted quarter, and a 16th becomes an eighth, and a quarter becomes a half again. But the counting is still exactly the same. Because half note 1, beats filled, go on to the next beat. Begins with 2. Quarter note is division, 2 and 3 and so on. So the next note has to be an and within the counting system. Now I'm at the eighth note, the subdivision. 1 and a 2 and. So if this one starts on and, the next count is a. That fills up this half note's worth of beat. Next beat begins on 3. Dotted quarter equals 3 eighth notes. Eighth notes are the subdivision. 3, E, and. My fourth eighth note, a. New beat, beat 4. If I go to 4, 8, now I'm shifting this direction. The eighth note is the beat, 16th is division, and 32nd note is subdivision. Yes, it's a little more confusing and difficult and tricky to look at, but the concept works the same. Eighth note, beat, 1. That beat's filled, go to the next beat. 2. No matter what this is, I gotta call it 2 because the beat starts on 2. This is a 16th note. That's the division. So I go 2 and 3 and. The next value has to be called and because this one's the division, the next one is called the next count at that level. This note here is and. I'm at 30 seconds. I'm down here. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and. If this is and, the next count at the subdivision level has to be a. Dotted 16th is equal to 3 30 seconds. The next smaller value, 3E and a. So this is 3E and you can always use these parentheses anywhere you need to help keep track. 3E and, last one is a, next beat, 4. So that's how you shift between different time values for the meter beat.